Hi, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to the channel. If you thought BABYMONSTER couldn't give Monsties another reason to lose their minds this week, think again. Because this time, it's not a comeback, not a world tour update, and not even a member solo stage that's got everyone talking. It's Chiquita's mom. Yes, you read that right. Chiquita's mother has once again broken the internet, and the reactions pouring in from Korean entertainment outlets to international fan pages are proof that this family's genetics deserve their own documentary. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because this story has layers and you do not want to miss where it goes. So here's what happened. New photos surfaced showing Chiquita alongside her mother and stepfather, and within hours, the images had racked up thousands of likes and rippled across fan Twitter, TikTok, and Korean entertainment news sites. On the surface, it looks like a sweet, ordinary family photo. A daughter standing with her parents. Except nothing about this photo felt ordinary to the people who saw it, because Chiquita's mom and stepfather looked so young that fans genuinely could not process what they were looking at. The comments came fast, and they came dramatic. Some fans swore the stepfather looked like he could pass as Chiquita's own age, not her parent. Others said flat out that they thought they were looking at three siblings, not a mother, a stepfather, and a daughter. One fan admitted they had to double-check the caption because their brains simply refused to accept that the woman in the photo was old enough to be Chiquita's mother. And honestly, once you see the photos yourself, it's hard to blame them. There's a certain kind of visual that stops a scroll dead in its tracks, and this was exactly that. The reactions didn't stop at just shock, either. A wave of comments compared the whole family lineup to siblings rather than parents and daughter, with several fans joking that they needed a moment to recalculate everyone's actual age in their head. Some pointed out that Chiquita's mom didn't just look young, she looked effortlessly young, the kind of youthful that makes people question their own skincare routine out of sheer jealousy. Others leaned into pure disbelief, saying things like they refused to believe the woman in the photo had actually given birth to an idol, because nothing about her appearance matched what people expect from a mother in her position. A few comments even turned it into a running joke about genetics being unfair, pointing out that if this is what Chiquita's mom looks like now, it explains a lot about where Chiquita's own visuals come from. And scattered throughout it all were the classic disbelief comments, fans insisting they had to zoom in multiple times just to convince themselves the photo wasn't some kind of edit or filter. But here's the thing Monsties already know, and something new fans are just now discovering. This is not the first time Chiquita's mom has caused this exact kind of internet meltdown. This woman has a track record. Rewind back to when BABYMONSTER's Sheesh first dropped. Chiquita's mom decided to do her own rendition of the Sheesh challenge, and the moment that clip hit TikTok, it spread like wildfire. Except most people who watched it had no idea they were watching Chiquita's actual mother. Comments flooded in from viewers convinced they were looking at a university student who just happened to nail the choreography. People said she looked so baby-faced that they only realized who she was after checking the comment section. One fan even joked that if they had known better, they would have assumed the woman in the video was Chiquita's older sister, not her mom. That single dance video ended up cementing Chiquita's mother as a recurring topic of fascination within the fandom, long before this latest round of photos even existed. And it didn't stop there. There was also that moment when Chiquita's mom was spotted covering Chiquita's center part choreography from a 2NE1 mashup. Fans watching the clip had the exact same reaction, all over again. People assumed they'd stumbled onto some random creator's dance cover, only to find out in the comments that it was Chiquita's own mother performing it. The confusion, the shock, the disbelief. It was basically a repeat of the Sheesh moment, except this time people were even more floored because covering an idol's choreography that precisely takes real skill, not just youthful looks. So when you put it all together, what we're witnessing right now isn't a one-off viral moment. It's a pattern. Every single time Chiquita's mom appears online, whether it's a dance challenge, a choreography cover, or a simple family photo, the reaction is identical: shock, disbelief, and an overwhelming flood of comments asking how she manages to look this young. Now here's where it gets even more interesting, and this is the part Monsties really need to sit with for a second. Chiquita isn't even the only sibling making headlines in this family. Her brother, Copper, is also an idol, performing with a Thai pop group. So we're talking about a family where the mother looks like she could be mistaken for one of her own children's peers, and both of her kids ended up pursuing careers in the entertainment industry. Genetics, work ethic, or some combination of both, clearly runs deep in this household, and fans have started connecting those dots publicly, pointing out that talent and visuals both seem to be a family trait rather than a coincidence. If you're new here and just discovering the story for the first time, you might be wondering why this matters so much to the fandom beyond it just being a fun bit of internet chaos. And that's a fair question. Here's the honest answer. For Monsties, these glimpses into Chiquita's family life hit differently because they add another layer to who Chiquita is outside of the stage. Fans have long admired how grounded and supported she seems, and every time her mom goes viral, it reinforces this image of a close, loving family behind one of BABYMONSTER's most talented members. It's not just about the visuals. It's about what those visuals represent. A mother who shows up, who dances along to her daughter's songs, who clearly isn't afraid to be a little playful and silly online despite whatever attention it might bring. Of course, that hasn't stopped the internet from being the internet. Alongside the wholesome reactions, there's also been a wave of jokes, comparisons, and the usual chaotic energy that comes with anything K-pop family-related going viral. Some fans have jokingly complained about feeling personally attacked by how young Chiquita's parents look compared to themselves. Others have turned it into a running bit, treating every new photo of the family as an event worth documenting. And a few have even started speculating, only half-jokingly, about whether Chiquita's mom has some kind of skincare secret the rest of the world desperately needs. What's clear at this point is that this isn't just a passing moment. Every time new content featuring Chiquita's mom surfaces, whether it's a fresh photo or an old clip resurfacing, the reaction resets right back to full shock mode. It's become almost a running joke within the fandom that Chiquita's mom has main character energy of her own, completely separate from her daughter's idol career. And with Korean entertainment coverage now picking up on it alongside the usual social media buzz, this story has officially crossed over from a fandom inside joke into something with real reach beyond just Monsties. So where does this leave things? Honestly, it leaves us exactly where we started, watching a family that seems to break the internet every single time they show up together. Whether it's a dance challenge, a choreography cover, or a simple photo with a stepfather included this time around, the formula stays the same. Chiquita's mom shows up, looks impossibly young, and the internet loses its collective mind all over again. And given the track record here, it's probably not the last time we'll be talking about it either. If this story gave you even a little bit of that same disbelief the rest of the internet is feeling right now, let us know down in the comments what you think the secret is. Genetics, lifestyle, or just pure luck. And if you want to stay caught up on everything happening around BABYMONSTER, from the CHOM World Tour to moments like this one, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because Monsties, this fandom never runs out of things to talk about. See you in the next one. Annyeong.